Hi, this is Eric Eggleston. I'm a music producer and filmmaker. In this show, I highlight the human connection and trust that feed the collaboration process while creating art, in this case, music. Together, we'll find out what keeps our talented guests inspired, and we'll have a look at the creation of new music. The world is my studio, and this is The Human Crush. In the mid to late 90s, East Coast music explodes across Canada, becoming a mainstream party soundtrack for Canadians and musicians alike. With his hit record, Hi, How Are You Today, wild and innovative Cape Breton fiddler Ashley McIsaac kicks open the doors of radio play and controversy with his Doc Martens. The pubs are packed, live bands have plenty of work, and many Guinness are served. I get to work with Ashley on my first solo record. Our band at the time take our Celtic-infused rock stylings to Ireland, where we perform nightly at the C&E in Killarney, sharing the stage with Paddy Casey and performing at Sir Elton John's after party. It's a great time to be making music when you're into fast tempos, big sing-along choruses, and dancing. I've heard of great Irish fiddlers coming out of the Ottawa Valley and have always wondered, how could there be such a concentration of gifted musicians in one small area? Today, we set out, amongst other things, to find out if there's indeed a musician's pot of Celtic gold up there. We travel 160 kilometers northwest of Ottawa to Chapeau, Quebec, where my pal and confidant, Eli Boucher, and I will set up shop at his family cottage. We're going to work on one of Eli's songs and on one of mine, with master fiddler and great guy Louis Schryer. Eli himself has performed hundreds of gigs throughout the years with his duos, Me and Him, and Well Strong.
Well, you know, the gravitational force tugging between two bodies depends on how massive each one is and how far apart one...
Yeah, but the theory of spatial relativity determined that the laws of physics...
Well, no, it's only for non-accelerating observers. You know, Einstein showed that the speed of light within a vacuum is the same no matter what.
Yeah, but space and time were interwoven into a single continuum known as space and time. Everyone knows that.
This is a conversation for around the fire.
Yeah, we're here anyway.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
How are you?
Great to see you.
You too. How was your trip?
Uneventful.
Okay.
Hey, Joan.
Hi, Eric.
Long time.
Did you enjoy the trip up here?
Yeah,
Yes?
we saw a lot of trees.
Yeah. You will. Well, welcome to the cottage.
Thank you.
Before setting up our makeshift studio in the guest cottage for the day, Eli's taking me out for a little fish.
All right. So what the hell are we fishing for today?
Anything that bites, I guess. I don't know if anything will because it's the middle of the day.
But what do you guys have here usually?
Out here, catfish, a lot of catfish in the channel, pickerel, pike, pretty much everything.
Oh, fuck.
Vicious. Oh, did you get yourself?
Yeah.
Bad?
No.
Oh, okay. It's good for the fish anyways, tracks them. We're not allowed to use live bait on this side of the river, so no minnows. Preferably, I would like to be using minnows, but we can't. It goes against the regulations.
So a worm life is
not as precious as a minnow life, unfortunately for the worm.
So do you have a license?
Yeah.
License to fish?
License to ill. Here we go.
License to gill.
License to gill, perfect.
I got your demo here.
Right on.
It's crazy because as soon as I heard it, I remembered it from way back when, right?
18, 19 years ago.
Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd rented one of those consoles, those like all-in-one consoles. I didn't really know how to use it, but figured it out and threw it together in my parents' basement, and yeah, got some musicians over to play on it. Like the drums, I think, is Marty.
Oh, is that Marty?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, let's have a fresh listen and then, just see what we're thinking. Just like not overthink it. It's pretty peppy, huh?
Yeah, it is. I think at the time, playing a lot of Irish pubs, that kind of rubbed off on me a little bit.
Yeah, it has that kind of Celtic-y feel.
Yeah.
That's true. I'm just gonna check what the tempo is. 109. That's fast.
You thinking slow it down?
Well, if you're open to it, we could maybe slow it down a little bit and see how it feels.
Yeah.
We could always come back, right?
Sure.
Like the train beat, the double time. What if we went half time?
Wow. Yeah.
And,
okay.
Let me just bring up a little quick beat here. Won't spend too much time on it in case we want to go back to. Okay.
All right.
Pretty hot out today, huh?
Yeah, it is. Well, it's nice though. Like it could be a lot worse. Like that Canada Day that we're up here, if you remember that.
Yeah. You're getting old when you chit chat about the weather.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm finding I'm starting to say stuff too that like kind of like reminds me that I'm older.
I know.
Like I'll say something like, "Oh, thank God it rained. The grass really needed it."
I know.
And then I'll be like, "What the hell did I just say?"
I started listening to jazz.
I'm not there yet.
Welcome.
Maybe someday.
Welcome to your Carlsberg years.
How's your mineral water?
It's great.
This is another sign that you might be getting old too.
You're getting old when you're drinking mineral water while fishing.
I think that's a crime around here. Actually, I think you can
Yeah,
get a fine.
I would take the drinking and boating fine over drinking mineral water.
Yeah, that's true.
Whatever.
I mean, we're talking about cruises and jazz and drinking mineral water, It's not like how we used to be if we were out fishing.
Yeah, how we used to be. So do you mind just playing along and seeing how it feels?
Sure.
With the halftime beat?
Yeah.
So, anytime.
Sure. See, that changes the whole, because there's no more of the,
Yeah.
that's not gonna work.
Can you just try and sing with it?
Yeah. Make it easier on me to be, love and hate to throw away, I'd say. Now I feel like that gum on the ground, but it's not me if you're wondering. Okay. I could try doing like a finger picking thing, kind of to bridge it, like to bridge the whole song, just have it kind of floating in the back, put it nice and low in the mix or something.
We would also have like some long electric, like dark surf notes. And
dark and mysterious. The song's getting a little. I'm starting to get scared a little bit.
It sounds like it could be. When you watch the TV.
Mm-hmm. I watch TV.
You watch TV?
Yeah.
All those new murder shows.
Yeah.
And the intro is this trippy music with ink.
Yeah, like I see what you're saying. It's definitely like a I murdered someone type song.
It's murder
and
music.
The body is missing. It's hidden in my backyard kind of thing.
It's a murder tune, man.
Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking, but when I wrote it.
Yeah. Who'd you write this about?
Yeah, we'll keep that till the next episode, maybe.
It's pretty good. That last note, though, you got to make a face. It'll.
What kind of face?
I don't know, just a guitar face, because it'll just be a better note. Here it is.
A good face?
Yeah, do you hear what I mean?
I hear what you mean, actually.
Yeah,
I do.
It's different. Perfect. Okay.
Have you ever caught a fish here?
In this exact location?
No, in the whole river.
Oh yeah, I caught lots of fish in the river. Yeah.
Okay.
But generally, sitting in like the middle of the river when it's hot and sunny is generally not considered the best time to be fishing, or if it's snowing.
All the fish are at the cottage. Yeah, not to change the mood, but it must be super weird still fishing and not having your dad around.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, we always fished together, me and my dad. We had some spots that we would go. There's a bass hole around the corner that we would go to, and you're guaranteed to catch fish there any time of day. Doesn't matter if it's like high noon or in the morning, in the evening. And we used to fish off a lighthouse that was down there, and yeah, it is, you know, what I wouldn't give to be able to go fishing with him again, you know?
Eli Sr. was a beautiful man and a larger-than-life character. He was a powerful performer who lit up any stage or room that he'd walk into. Eli Sr. is greatly missed.
Well,
Should we head back and maybe work on some music?
yeah, let's go make some music.
So we should get the tune ready for Louis, because Louis will be here a little later.
Yeah.
I'm so pumped about that.
I'm game.
So this is where we get Louis to do some nice fiddle stuff,
Yeah,
right?
he would.
I left a bunch of room for him. Background vocals here. Pre-chorus.
Yeah. Love that guitar riff right there.
Thanks. Chorus. What do you think of the chorus?
I love it. What's the lyrics?
I have the lyrics right here.
Thanks.
So, were we ever gonna know?
So, so a teacher sets his class on fire.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know my tune's pretty dark and murdery, but like that, it's very. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Can we switch that up?
Well, I wrote this about you know, the residential school tragedy. You know,
Right.
them finding all the
Okay.
kids.
I didn't know that.
And on social media, someone posted a photo, and it was like photo of the year type material. It was. I just stared at it for 20 minutes. It was so sad and dark. It was like all the kids. Not one of the kids is smiling. In fact, the smallest kid looked like he had like a black eye and stuff. It was crazy. And so in 20 minutes, I like wrote these lyrics inspired by this photograph. It is a little dark. Maybe we can massage it.
The subject matter itself is dark, and it can still remain dark. I just wonder if maybe something a little bit more like softer that could mean sort of the same thing, rather than the listener picturing a teacher setting his class on fire. Which
Right.
might create some issues, like, you know, I don't know.
So do we have any ideas for that line? Try out.
Yeah, maybe like, well, is there anything you want to keep about it, or
Well, I like
maybe get rid of
teachers
fire?
because it's relevant.
Okay, yeah, for sure. So teacher,
Do you wanna call them
something
teachers?
maybe ends in you want it to end like phonetically, like the same way. Transpire.
Yeah, if we can keep the you know,
Conspire.
if we can do that.
You're a liar. Choir. Liar.
Choir's cool. What can
Choir?
we say? So maybe like
Teacher sets his.
ever gonna know a teacher
Draws his, no, a teacher.
So I like choir. If we could do something with choir.
Teacher finds his something choir. Teacher finds his. Teacher finds his
Broken choir?
Yeah, broken choir.
That makes sense. That's cool.
I think we could. A teacher finds his broken choir.
Do you want to just try it? We'll loop it.
Sure.
Are we ever gonna know? Were you ever gonna
are gonna turn forever.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's a great hook. I like it.
Teacher finds his broken choir.
Yeah, does that
Cool.
work?
Yeah. While you're at it, is there anything else that's offending you?
I'll let you know later.
All right.
Yeah. Away from the fishing rods. Remember the one that got hooked?
Who is it again? It's a duck?
Yeah, do you remember the duck that got hooked on the fishing
Yes. Is he right here? I never come up.
Hey, buddy.
Where are you going?
Hey!
Boys, Eli, so nice to see you again. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been.
Eric,
Hey, my man.
my goodness, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Nice to see you.
How
Again.
about that weather?
Beautiful, beautiful. Can't ask for any better.
Do some rain, though.
Yeah, a lot more rain. Not too humid.
Yeah. Eli and I were saying earlier that now that we're having small talk about the weather means we're getting old.
Yeah. Yeah, when you say stuff like,
You started it, I didn't.
No, we're old.
yeah.
Louis Schryer is one of Canada's most sought-out fiddle players. And believe it or not, he's also a triplet who, along with his two brothers, Daniel and Pierre, has mastered the impossible voice-like instrument.
What'd you think of the demo that we sent?
Loved it. It was great. Just kept listening to it, and got a feel for it. I put a couple of ideas in there, and it's just a matter of you to hear a few things and let me know what you like. And
Yeah, Eli and I added to the demo a little bit here.
So you brought your fiddle, not the drums?
left those at home.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to just go through it and show us maybe
just,
some of the
you know,
riffs?
it's just ideas right now.
Yeah,
we'll
just
see what
riff
we can
away.
kind of throw at you, and
Yeah, here. Just,
I might kind of do a little more than normal, but
yeah.
yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice little turnaround. Yeah, that's cool. So
Little thoughts
I have
there,
a
yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Like, kind of like those sad notes. Is that what's the difference between Irish fiddling or Acadian fiddling or East Coast fiddling?
Well, the French, actually, let's say French, Canadian, Irish. There's a very distinct style between the two of them, and the French Canadian stuff, Québécois, is very energetic, and just toe tapping, and if I was to give you. Then, very, add some accordion in there, and you got that French flavor happening in there, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the Irish, it's, you're going to see a lot of,
Oh, okay. Toe tapping.
and it's still toe tapping, and again, energy, different kind of energy depending on the chord progressions, and so it's just some cool stuff in there, really cool. So I'm kind of lending myself more towards an Irish feel for, but a bit of different. I mean, a couple of different things, like because jazz and swing, huge influences on my playing, along with Québécois and Irish, and so I kind of incorporate the improv in all of that.
And so when did you start playing when you were like a child?
Yeah, I was 8 when I started.
Yeah.
And so I've been playing a long time.
When you're playing that stuff, like you're not in control of your feet when you're listening to it.
It just happens. It's just there. Yeah.
Years ago, I had heard your name because my parents, I think they would drive out here to see some sort of competition.
Yeah, we'd have right in Pembroke here, we'd have a competition every year. It's been going on for 44, 45 years.
Is it
now.
the Grandmaster?
That's not the Grandmasters. Grandmasters happens in Ottawa.
Okay.
And actually lately it's been across Canada now. So it's been in Alberta, it's been Saskatchewan, it's been in the east, in Quebec. So it's kind of moving around, which is nice. And that one's by invitation only.
The invitation.
Yeah.
And you've won that one, right?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Once or?
4 times.
Wow, Mr. Modest.
4 times.
Well, belated congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks.
What's the difference between a fiddle and, like, isn't that a violin?
Same instrument.
Okay.
In fact, it's a violin. You know, it's a violin. It's in French, it's un violon. You know, there's only one name in French, right?
Okay.
Fiddle. I mean, it's also a fiddle, and so depending on what you want to call it, you can call it a violin or a fiddle.
Got it.
Same thing.
Okay.
I gotta check my tuning here. Okay.
So same deal. Can we just like loop the course a bunch of times and then
Yeah.
you're just playing all those cool riffs that you were doing? That
For sure, yeah.
that
Can we
repetitive stuff?
I'm going to ask to shut the fan, though, if that's all right.
Oh yeah.
The only reason, because it's going to affect my sound.
Oh yeah.
Also, it was messing around with the intonation. So, sorry about that.
Interesting. Yeah. No.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
Louis has arranged for great Canadian step dancer Jacqueline Enright to contribute to the track. And this is my first time recording steps.
Wake up, jump and you wanna go. A little bump, it don't ever show. Think again, cause you never know that stays inside in the realm, but you never saw it slide. Buried among the other files. Never heard a knock on the door. By the seaside, by the seaside, by the seaside.
Gonna let us know their souls are gonna turn for
Got time, gonna swing by the lost and found. There's no one coming for you. No one knows what you're even in for. I think there's something in the way he talks. She walks, gone, so gone. So, will we ever gonna know? Will you ever gonna fall? A teacher finds his broken choir low. They were left out in the cold. Are you ever gonna let us know? Their souls are gonna turn forever. So, will we ever gonna know? Will you ever gonna fall? A teacher finds his broken choir low. They were left out in the cold. Are you ever gonna let us know? Their souls are gonna turn forever. Make it easier on me to be love and hate to throw away, I'd say. Now I feel like that gum on the ground, but it's not me if you're wondering. Stab me one more time, my friend, 'cause you know I won't fight or fuss or frown. Please, please let it slide for tonight, but it's not me if you're wondering. All of the time, where do you go? Lost forever? I don't know. All of my friends love the last show. It's too bad, we gotta go. Bring lots of jokes and coin for the boys and lend a hand out tonight. I don't know, it's like something in the background that's always been there, but I never noticed it or wanted it or even thought twice about it. And
now that I can't have it, it's something that I want, like, a lot.
I don't think that you care anymore. How can I owe you more, owe you more? Bringing all I can bring to this thing, but it's not me if you're wondering.
You're dealt and everyone's the same, you know? We're not special and we're definitely not angels.